Dag nabbit, logic and laughs.
Yo, what's going on, party people? Welcome to Logic and Laughs. It's your man Tori Seward, my homie Holly Griffin.
What's up?
Yeah, we with another episode. We're gonna talk about a few things, and we also have a new member to introduce. I guess I'll throw him in first. My big brother from another mother, or possibly not. I don't know. My dad's whore. Nah, I'm just playing. My man Will Palumbo.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome.
Will's in the building. And then, as always, you know, we always got the homie, the mystery, the man of wonder, my brother, country boy E Fudge is in the building.
Yes, sir. It's your favorite fun talking cousin. What happened?
Yes, sir. And then, of course, we also got to represent. We got the luxurious, looking fantastic with a new background and a 4K camera, Erica Switzer.
You look fine as hell today. Look at that.
Looking like the Queen of Wakanda in this month today.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Yeah. Word up. Then, of course, you know, we got the fantastic, intelligent philosopher, always bringing that thought and laughter with it. My homegirl, Visionary Speaks.
Oh shit, I know who you're talking about.
So, okay. Can we talk about this for 5 seconds? So
Oh my
when Tori
God.
starts out with all the compliments, some of them are things that could apply to any one of us. Like when he starts with luxurious, I'm like, oh, is he talking about Donna this week or no? I don't know. I never know until he says the person's name exactly who he's talking about.
It's so bad because I felt like one of them kids in line and we just all waiting to get picked and we just like,
Yeah.
is it
It's like
me?
a guessing game. This time I got it early
Right.
when he said
Nah.
she coming in with the logic and then she bringing it up with the laugh. I was like, Visionary
like-
is smart and
I was
funny.
like, okay. I was like really towards the end. I was like, oh, that's me. It's me.
I want,
Hi,
I
everybody.
knew right away who he was talking about. I knew
I
right
wanted
away
to keep,
he
I
was
like to
talking
keep
about
y'all
you.
on y'all toes. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying?
I mean, hey, that was a hell of the intro. Hell of the intro. I'll have to carry you with me when I go on stage.
Carry on, motherfucker.
you
We
know-
go see how many books you done read. See how many words you don't know. Carry on.
Okay. Then we got the fashionista, always coming fresh. You never know if she might do a wardrobe change midway through the podcast. Funny as hell. The Philly from Philly, my homegirl, Nicole Spade.
Same hat, same woman. Hey y'all.
Never
I'm
know
from
what she
Philly,
wants
but
to
you know I'm not originally from here. You know that, right?
I know, but you know
I'm
that's
from
where you
all
at
over.
right now. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah,
could say,
18
you know,
years.
Detroit.
Yeah, Harlem. I'm all fucked up, all messed up. Thank you though. Thank you for the beautiful intro. I'm a city whore. All over.
Jesus Christ.
Then you know, we got the smooth, the luxurious, the top of the line, A number one. If she was me, she'd be FDA approved, hilarious. My home girl, Donna Lloyd.
Yay.
Greetings from the Jersey Shore. Thank you, Tori.
Mhm.
You're like my twin flame.
Did you like me hyping you up over here? Fucking getting into it.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna. Yeah, you little Donna dance.
Right?
Yeah.
And last but not least, my bro, funny as hell, the clean on this here machine could also be a voiceover for Morgan Freeman whenever he wants to. My man, Mike Terry.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Got a job doing a stand-in. No.
Yeah.
All right, it didn't work. All right, we can cut that out. We can cut that out. We can cut it out.
Yeah.
We got editing. We can cut that out.
Did you legit say the N-word right now? Because I wasn't looking.
No, I said editing.
Oh.
I was trying to make a joke.
Yeah, I put it
playing
on
off
my
the whole
iPad
Morgan
too.
Freeman joke.
Struggle right now.
I got you.
I got it. I'm still warming up. Everybody else.
You
Right.
good, brother. You good. So first and foremost, how's everybody doing on this fine Saturday?
You already know.
Nah, I'm fucking tired. I'm over it. But I'm here. I can't wait to do this shit with y'all.
I'm good.
You got
I'm
that, Donna?
nervous.
She
you
got that
your,
money.
Oh, you got that. You got that
She
relief
got that
money.
money.
Daddy Biden then came through.
Yeah.
Extend me. Extend me bucks.
Okay. Okay. We'll get that money. I
What's
ain't
hard
mad
for
at you.
that?
I thought we started this off by there's a lot going on in the world. Let me first and foremost say the Logic and Laughs, and I'm sure I can speak for everybody when I say, man, our hearts go out to everybody in the last 7 days that has lost their life due to this gun violence and this craziness going on in this country. Spend some time, people, and figure out what's more important. We got 243 bills being presented to a bunch of different states, 40-something different states. And we got three bills up for we got 243 bills for voting suppression. We got 3 for guns and restricting guns. There's something wrong with that picture.
What is suppressing
later on.
guns? Hey.
Yeah, you
I
can't
thought we
vote,
would
but you
set
can
this
get
one
killed.
off by talking about. First, let's talk about this here.
Got the PowerPoint, get it, boo?
Hey,
We got
we all technical.
Teaching the bill.
6-year-old. I'm trying to work with that technology. I'm learning. This shit is crazy as hell. The difficult terminology. I need to get computers for dummies. I got to
That's all
start there.
right.
That's still a thing.
That's all right. You was kind, you was smart, you was here. All right.
But for those of you that may not know this story, I put the headline up here. The 6-year-old boy was arrested. One tulip. I don't even know why they got flowers in there. It ain't flowers. Flower. Oh, picking. Oh, no, it is flower. Picking a flower. One tulip at a bus.
Picking flower.
North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give you a couple of fun facts about North Carolina as far as the juvenile system goes. Because this shit is crazy. Land of the free. North Carolina is #1 in the world and the lowest of being able to send a juvenile to court at 6 years old. Like in the world. That's their minimum.
That's crazy.
From bugged out, right? Like 6-year-olds. From 2015 to 2018, 7,300 complaints were filed in North Carolina against 6 to 11-year-olds. Of those complaints, 47% were Black, 40% white, 7% Latino or Hispanic. But of the whole state's population, only 22% is Black, 70% white, and 10% Hispanic.
I was thinking
That's the logic of the situation.
that. So I gotta ask, what's the race of this kid?
This kid was Black.
Makes sense. I figured.
That was one thing I didn't have to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Been new.
Eventually, I wanted to be surprised. You know, like, oh, it's a white boy. Oh.
Is it Black or African?
Or like something, age, tinted, something.
It's
Tinted, bro. Are we using that for skin color now?
Tinted. I'm old school. Yeah.
How dark tinted are you?
If you have a complexion of melon, some beige.
Tinted is what I get after a long tan.
I'm straight up translucent all year. All year round, you can see through me.
Translucent.
Will, you got anything to say about this kid? It looks like you're getting ready to speak.
Yeah, I do have something to say. I'm from the state where, you know, Kids for Cash originated, Pennsylvania. So, it just sounds like North Carolina does it better than Pennsylvania did because their judges haven't gotten caught yet. I want to know how many of those kids actually, you know, had to go to juvenile detention facilities where the judges were getting kickbacks.
Might be,
man. That's what happened in Northeast PA. We had 1,000 kids put in jail for stupid crimes, and judges they were lying in their pockets. I think one of the judges just got out of jail this year or last year.
Jeez, that's insane to me.
You in Scranton, Will?
Yes, ma'am. I hate Scranton, but I live here.
Susquehanna Valley, 7 tier or something?
No, northeastern PA. Wilkes-Barre is about 30 miles south of me.
Yeah, this is, I mean, the whole, like, what happened to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a fucking cop just being like, hey, kid, don't do that. Or the person, like, it's crazy to me that somebody even, like, I can't picture me calling police, sitting in my window, like, hey, there's a 6-year-old out here, like, picking flowers. Send the police immediately.
He's up to something.
But the call station should discern that too. Like, oh, we're not coming out here for no dumb shit like that. You know, like, you just showing up for any and everything.
I mean, and thank God the judges were part of a study to end this. So he just ended up throwing the case out. But like, yo, they had to bring coloring book and crayons in there for this kid while he was in court because he doesn't understand the gravity of the situation. Nobody who still believes in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy should be in court for anything other than if it's a custody battle with the two parents or something like this. Like he doesn't, like, how can you possibly understand the law if you still think a fat white dude travels around the planet in one day dropping off flowers and candy, cards and gifts,
picking a flower, man, like
whatever it is, whatever country believes in, like.
You mean he does?
I believe the kid should only be in jail if they killed someone.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or like those weird cases where there's like some kind of molestation. Like,
yeah, those are 2 heavy things. I agree.
Like that's something that requires rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Not throwing them straight in jail. You got to get them to a therapist. You got to get them in a facility. You don't throw them in jail.
Right.
Anything else? Leave those kids alone.
Yeah, we a prison country. That's the problem.
I mean,
that's just got to be traumatizing, though. Like,
I'm sure.
To be handcuffed and put in the back of a car, and then if he actually spent some time in jail, where did they put this little boy? Like, they couldn't put him in regular population with them. Like, that's insane.
Sounds like a good lawsuit for the parents.
Hell yeah.
I'm grown. I might pick a flower off somebody's shit. Like, I'm walking, I'm getting my therapy, I'm out for the day. It's like
and you're like, what the fuck are they gonna do? I want their flower.
Deep. It's not that deep, and we wasting time in the law on stuff like this, the legal system. But it's other things to be addressed, like a kid getting molested. You know what I mean? Like, it's just this shit is just waste of time. It was like drawing on my menopause hard. It just really makes me have hot
a waste of resources. It's a waste of resources. It's a waste of court time. It's a waste of police time. It doesn't serve any purpose. And there was something in there, and you know, obviously we all know that, you know, when a little white kid got in trouble, the police take him home to the house.
Right.
If a little brown or black boy got into trouble, he gets into trouble with the police and goes to the police station and gets traumatized. Because, like, let's get you ingested into this stuff early on.
Right.
And that's
essentially trying to traumatize them to not be criminals later on in life. But that's because there's a prejudice in the first place that black people are criminals.
It does the reverse, actually.
Traumatizing those children to try and prevent something that probably wouldn't have even fucking happened. It's because of your bias that you're throwing them in there.
But even if it was a little
Right,
boy,
and-
I'll feel some type. Even if it was a little white boy, I'll feel some type of way.
Oh yeah,
Why?
it's,
It's just
kid
period.
in general. Yeah,
It's a kid. Yeah.
kid. Like
Yeah,
just
it's
you know, have the
ridiculous.
cop
And it's
talk
a
to him.
flower.
I kind of don't even care the
Or
age.
have
It
him
could be a grown adult doing it. It's not that deep.
Nah.
And that's
Yeah.
that other
Advise-
conversation of
make-
who needs to be going to
Yeah.
these things, because they're saying like sometimes it needs to be a mental health professional. Sometimes it just needs to be somebody's mama. You know, like have mama pull up and all that other stuff, but there's not the right person coming to the scene of the crime, supposedly, you know?
Right.
But
Yeah. Like, I mean, pretty much what Holly was saying, like, prison jail should be for certain high level things. The other crimes are you should have rehabilitation, drug and alcohol, mental health issues, all that other shit. Like, you can't throw those type of people in a prison. It's going to do the reverse. It's going to do more damage.
Yeah, the school to prison pipeline like shouldn't start at 6 years old. But then on top of that, what's going on in our society that we have to question somebody's innocence at 6? Like,
Right.
why does that have to happen? Like, well, what's up with innocence and childhood and letting kids be kids as long as they're not burning down houses?
Yeah,
that's a good segue, Tori, to what we were talking about before with adultification of Black women and Black girls. You know, the idea that Black girls are older than what they are, so they don't have the same innocence as other people. They're not presumed to be as innocent as like little white girls. So they treat them like grown women and they sexualize them like grown women.
Yep.
It's insane. Like, what about my skin being a little darker tells you that I'm not a fucking kid? Like, I don't understand that.
And it's a weird, like, I mean, like when I was a kid, like, you know, police in a small town would come around for kind of dumb things. You know what I'm saying? Small things. They ain't got nothing better to do. And I'll never forget this. I was in the city one time, I'm smoking a joint. I'm in Grant Park smoking a joint in the back in the cut, like you know, because you're already nervous about it in the first place. Cop come out of nowhere like Batman, like this motherfucker was impressive. Like I ain't hear bushel, crack, rustling the leaves, nothing. This motherfucker was just there. Like and he's like hand it over, and he just takes it. I'm like, damn man, and I just look at my man. I'm like, damn bro, we going to jail. Like my parents gonna kill me. He's like, man, I ain't wasting my time sending you out of jail. I got better things to do with my time. And just crumbles it up, throws it on the floor. He was like, yo, get out my park. Like, and that was that. Because
so it's like, what happened to scaring them? What happened? Just giving me a scare. Just what happened to old school shit like that? Yeah.
But that's just that sense of community. They used to know the kid.
Store. Right. You should take the kid to the flower store, get a new flower, and have him plant it. And then he would teach him
old
something.
school. Old school. That's the best teacher. Don't be going on the right shit. Yeah.
That's part of the reason why logic elapsed. Like logic, I constantly say this to people, like, yo, like common sense to me is not like when people say common sense is dead. Like I've never really believed in common sense because back in the days, like common sense is the common thought of an entire society or group of people. So back in the days, it was common sense to believe that the earth was flat. We all know the earth ain't flat. So to me, it's logic that's dying out. It's not common sense that's dying out. It's logic that's dying out. Like people just don't put logic into things anymore. Like a logical fix to that situation would have been almost anything else. like almost anything else. Like, yo, like if you like you don't remember like when you was a kid, you ever stole something, like, and then your parent realized it, and then they brought you to the front of the store, like to talk to the person that owned the store. Like I grew up in a place that had a lot of Black businesses, so you just got brought to the front of the store, like, yo, listen, I gotta pay for this, so you gotta pay for this. That understanding. Or when you was a kid, or even if your kids, like me as a parent, like I remember my kid, I looked down, we walked out the store and they had something in their hand. We turn back around, we bring it back into the store with that explanation of, listen, you have to pay for things. You can't just take things that you see.
Yeah.
Because they're kids.
Right.
A 6-year-old is sporadic. That's why you hold their fucking hand when you're walking with them down the street, because they see something shiny, they run towards it. That's just what they do.
Was the 6-year-old by itself at a bus stop?
Most likely.
I think so. It didn't really
That's a
state
problem too. What the hell
the
is there?
situation at the bus stop. Honestly,
So it's
I
just
read
a
the
level
whole
of just
article.
trespassing. It's like they charging him for trespassing, stealing.
I'm assuming because it's at a bus stop that maybe he was on his way to school, something like that, because it was flowers at a bus stop. But honestly, the article doesn't say whether the parent was there.
No details and shit. Yeah, give me details, please.
And
Them
see,
articles don't give all the information either.
I heard everybody. I sat here and heard everybody. Now, with your logical thinking ass, what if that little 6-year-old was like this baby that Chappelle was talking about? What if he was a little bad motherfucker and the police tried to talk to her and he's talking about shit? That's why your mama on crack. Little pussy ass motherfucker police. Quack, you just. What if that little motherfucker?
He was just like, fuck y'all in these flowers.
I'm telling you.
It would have said that in the article because that's violent. It would have said that. Oh, this angry little black little kid. It would have said that.
See,
and there would have been a video.
I get that.
Cops.
I get that, and the way I grew up, like my kids right now, 12 and 8, like when I take them down south, oh my goodness, they do not. My nephews and cousins, they don't have a fucking clue, and they 5, 6, 7 years old, flipping off the motherfucking house, like rougher than a motherfucker. Like ain't no crime. Like they get cut, they put a little band-aid on it, get right back out there and jump off the couch. Like bitch, they do it.
Or the tree.
They like we grow up different. Like I go down to my auntie house on Wood Ave down here in Syracuse. I can have a conversation with a 7 or 8-year-old as if I was talking to a 15 or 16-year-old because of what they see, what they around. Like I can't, my little girl, yeah, she 12 and she got more titties than her mama right now, but she has no clue. She has no clue. I stay in her ear, but when she go and she see other girls at school and she start thinking, she has no clue of what, like it's different circles. Like it's different circles for everybody. And the circle that you might want to be in might not be that fucking circle for you.
Or want you.
So like people talk to me and they trip the fuck out because they don't understand how I could go from fuck you to yes sir, no sir.
Same.
Like
I get that.
Like
that's our gift. I mean, we've unfortunately through every generation of our existence on this place and in America, we've had the code switch.
When you had a grandma, like when certain things, like my grandma ain't never tell me rob the bank, but then she always told me to say yes sir and no sir. Like it's certain things. Like my little boy, I ain't never had to tell him to say it. He came out the coochie, yes sir, no sir. My little girl, stubborn than the motherfucker.
I mean, it's
and apparently more titties than her mama right now. Did no one else react to that?
Yo,
You literally said that earlier.
I just let him go. I was like, oh, okay.
I literally, I lost it.
I'm like,
I was trying so hard to be
past that.
respectful because he was still talking.
I clean my gun every goddamn weekend.
Bro, this is a podcast. You can't just be threatening violence.
No, I don't.
I think EJ,
he was just making an acknowledgement.
Right, of course.
He cleans his gun.
Who was this white woman?
I think EJ hit it on the head, though.
Now,
I think EJ
speaking
hit
of
it on the head when
mom
he
with
said,
boxing
speaking of
they don't have a
children,
clue.
if you want to go ahead on and take a second and Feel free to take a look at this headline since we're talking about children and parents and whatnot. It's a good segue on into this next topic. A Florida mom crazy glued a boxing glove to her hand. Now, just so you know, okay, like she didn't like go to this, like crazy glue the glove on her hand and then go to the school and get it popping.
So then what the fuck did she do? Tell me.
She crazy glued the glove to her hand at some point, and then she had a meeting at the school with her daughter and the vice principal. Upon leaving the school, for no apparent reason other than to get shit popping, they walked through the cafeteria. Apparently, it was out of the way to go through the cafeteria. When they went into the cafeteria, the daughter seen the victim, began attacking the victim, threw her down to the ground, and then the mother joined in. So they basically jumped her.
All right. So first of all, someone who would super glue a boxing glove to their hand for no reason is already unstable. Is already very unstable. Say that without a doubt. She's going through it.
What was
and
happening
y'all
before?
can see from her fucking mug shot there that she's going through it.
hit.
She looks
hit.
like she has seen death.
She
She has looked death in the eyes.
Yes.
Also, she looks like she was raised a bitch. I think she already had some bitch in her. She had some crazy in her. She passed it on genetically, and then they all 1-2 punch some bitch in this cafeteria.
Now, I've been dying to hear what
fair.
Erica has to say about this.
This is like the Karen version of the end of that episode of Martin when he get beat down by Tommy Hitman Hurts. This whole girl got a 34 hit. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
I don't fight no more.
No, like really, what was on her mind when she applied the super glue nozzle to wrists? What was really on her brain? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Not a damn thing.
When you have two examples of why not to do it.
And that's not being
She was sniffing the glue first. Yeah, she was sniffing the glue first and got really hot. She was sniffing the glue first and got really high.
All right.
Okay.
This is the most valid story I've heard so far. Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if she thought the glove was gonna fall off or something like that.
Yeah, maybe she was going to beat somebody else up. And she was like, "What if I lose my glove?" And then she glued it on.
Right, so she ready.
She's been into so many fights, she keep losing gloves.
She's like, this is my best glove. My best ass glove. I'm taking it to my ex-boyfriend's house. He's always stealing my gloves. I'm gluing this one on.
Weird, but possible.
I mean, I didn't have to hear much more after Florida and Mom.
You're right.
Where Florida man comes from. I mean, we understand.
Oh, damn. Yeah, the pickle guy was from Florida, too.
Tickle guy.
I'm just saying, what does Charlamagne say? Crazy people come from all of Florida.
Hell yeah.
Parts of the Bronx.
Seemingly. Seems like it.
Well, what if she crazy glued it on? Like she was going to do both hands, but she only got the one, and then she forgot about the meeting at her daughter's school. So she went to her daughter's school, but she had to crazy glue the gloves on in the first place because she had some sort of issue with her hair. So she had to put that thing around her neck like the dogs have to do, and she didn't want to scratch her hair no more.
Walk.
So she put the gloves on.
A long walk.
Great logic, bro.
She's like, you taking the long way around the mountain.
Jesus, where we going?
I'm trying to help this lady.
You're really
Those are
reaching
entertainment.
your wingspan is insane.
That makes
Yeah,
logic
right
now.
now.
That does not make good logic, but it has.
Oh, that was purely for laughs.
This was for laughs.
I
Yeah.
know.
This entire
Yeah,
segment
there's no
is a
logic
laugh
behind any of
Pure
portion.
laughs right here. This is pure because like I just want to know like now I'm a parent. I know Will's a parent.
I believe just me and Will are parents.
Fuck y'all, I just told you.
Vision.
I mean,
EJ, my fault. EJ, goddamn,
what are we talking about at this point? He ain't make that disclaimer for nothing, baby.
Motherfucking told you.
Don't kill a nigga. I'm sorry, King. I'm sorry, King. I heard you said earlier you're cleaning your guns. My bad. We friends.
Respect on his lineage.
Remember, we like each other. But like, I'm just curious. Like, so EJ, if you saw your daughter getting into your son, matter of fact, because we'll keep it in an agenda line. If you saw your son getting into a scrap, regardless of, I mean, who, it don't matter who's winning, but your son just getting into a scrap, I would assume your reaction, like mine, would be to just break it up, right?
Yeah. No. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Jesus still working on me. like, and that's something that I like try to block out for the simple fact I know me. So if it ever presented itself, I pray that I do the right goddamn thing. But if this motherfucker here got my little boy in wrestling moves, just slamming his ass all over the goddamn place, just knocking, just pick it back up and knock it, man, I might got to step in there and put the motherfucking hands over it, like, hey man, goddamn, you done already whooped it, like, yeah, you done already whooped it. Wash your eye though.
Yeah.
So, what we've learned this podcast is no one fuck with EJ's kids.
Never.
If you come near his peanut butter, he's gonna shoot you, and if you come near his son, he's just gonna put his hands on you.
As he should.
As he should.
No.
Sorry, I'm not promoting
Never put
violence.
your hands. Listen, never put your hands on another person's child. It can only land you in jail.
Right, but remember, we're talking about a kid and a kid fighting, not a kid and an adult. Now, if it's an adult fighting,
I know, but
what she's saying about EJ putting his hands on that kid.
I'm saying an adult can't break in and hurt that other kid. I mean, they can't do that. You'll go to jail.
Yeah. Sure. Well, where I'm from, you're gonna get hurt.
Snot-nosed kid is worth going to jail. There's other
ways. What about you, Will? As the other parent in here.
I'm a big fan of the whole you start or you get into a fight with someone, you finish it yourself. That's if any of my kids ever did that, you know, as long as it stays one-on-one and it's a fair fight,
yeah, it is.
You're gonna get your ass kicked, you're gonna get your ass kicked. That's the way it is.
Old school.
And I'm gonna drive you home. I think I can not to mess with that boy.
If you stop at McDonald's for an ice cream, it's gonna hurt when you eat it.
Like, look, your hair hurt, don't it? Let me get you some peas.
You learned the lesson, son. Sometimes you got
exactly.
Right.
You gotta bob and weave. Boy, you gotta bob and weave.
Anticipate.
Well, years ago, hold on now, a lot of years ago, my friend's little brother was going down to meet someone to fight at the park, and we're like, oh, he's gonna get his ass jumped. And so we drove over there, and it started out as a one-on-one fight. So we're like, we ain't doing shit. We were sitting in the car watching this thing. And 19 fucking kids surround this guy's brother. I'm just picking up and throwing, just getting him off him. Just get off him. This is not a fair fight anymore. Just throwing kid. Not touch. I won't hit a kid, but I'll throw a kid. I don't give a shit.
Like midget tossing.
Yeah, it's pretty. For me, you know, I'm giant size, so yeah, hey, get the fuck off them. They were all teenagers, but shit, you know, a fair fight, you know, that's on you. But when it becomes something more than a fair fight, when it's like a whole bunch of kids wailing on one kid, like that mom should never gotten involved. I really wish she would have finished the job and got both gloves on, because I would have liked to hear about the Florida woman wearing boxing gloves crashes into telephone pole.
She wouldn't even have made it to the fight.
I'm not a parent, but I'm a teacher. believe it or not. And when I've had some of my kids or my students had problems, like, you know, fights and conflicts and stuff like that, I'm not a parent, but I can feel the mother in me. If you fuck with one of my kids and one of my students, and I know the conflict is not handled right, it's a problem. So I have to put my professional hat on so I won't blow my lid. But if one of my students get jumped on or it's some unfair shit, I'm ready to spaz professionally.
I could dig it. I mean,
I'm not a parent, but my kids, I'm loyal to my students. You know what I mean? So.
Now I don't like, me and EJ is somewhat, you know, relatively kind of close in age. I think we like 4 or 5 years apart. And to prove we're not a monolith, like, because we from different areas, grew up different type of Black lives, but like, I don't know about you, brother, but when I was a kid, like, yo, if I got into a scrap and I came home, like, my mom's was like, what happened? I'm like, got into a fight. She's like, did you win? I'm like, nah. So get your ass back outside and get that W. Like, I'm just from that, like, it was a weird thing. It was like, we was like knights of old and shit. Like, we had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to hold up that family name, that reputation. But like, I'm 37, like, so yeah, you don't want to get too ass whoopings. Yeah, like my son got into a scrap in school, and it's crazy because of technology. Like, I got to watch the whole shit.
Play-by-play.
Yo, it was crazy. I'm sitting in the vice principal's office. It was crazy. I give my son credit. I give him credit. He's a better man than me, because little boy holding a water bottle over his head, and like, I sound and everything. This bugged me out. Like, and he like, yo, call me daddy. I'm gonna pour this water on your head.
What the fuck?
See, right off top, for me, as soon as you would have said them words, it's on. We shaking. But I told my son, hey, words is words. He don't put his hands on you. You don't put your hands on him. So, so we, you know what I'm saying? So I'm watching this shit. Finally, this little boy, my son done with his food. He go to stand up. Little boy grabs him. Just kind of like tightens up on his, man. I literally could see the moment when my son's face was like, thank you. Slapped his hands off of him because he wrestled. Slapped his hands off this kid and went to town. Just ha. And this little boy wasn't expecting it, because my son's a little, you know, he like me growing up. He a nerd a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He liked the anime, all that type of stuff. He's just a cool kid in school. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he just didn't really bother nobody. Is that what we're calling it now? Yeah. Cool? Yeah, he was cool. Everybody likes the Marvel now, right? It's a thing. The kids love it.
I wouldn't call Marvel cool.
It's definitely cool.
No, I wouldn't.
Let's not use swear words.
That's what I'm saying, Mike.
Let's not.
Mike came in like, the slander.
Maybe like as kids. So kids, if they're into Marvel stuff, cool. If I see an adult man wearing either a Deadpool shirt or a Punisher shirt within 30 feet of me, I will try and get out of that area.
It depends on it.
There's something like mentally wrong with that man. That I just can't.
It depends on the Deadpool. First of all, Deadpool, I agree with you all the way. I'm not gonna wear a Deadpool shirt.
Nah, there's something going on.
Punisher, it depends on the shirt, man. A Punisher skull.
Yeah, some of them Punisher, they got nice hoodies.
They got some nice. They got some hard.
Now, y'all might have a different opinion than me, because I'm talking about white men specifically.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, you know.
Well, you gotta disclaimer that.
I'm sorry, because I just saw when coming from you two, I was like, oh, you're right. If a black dude came out with a Punisher shirt, I'd be like, I feel
he's probably a stripper,
now.
But you know,
I feel good. I feel like he's embracing me, and like nothing is gonna happen to me right now. If a white man with a Punisher shirt comes up, I'm like, he has punched a wall within the last week. I don't want to hear the difference. Like, nah.
Yo, you almost made me spit on the laptop. The session would have been over.
It would have stopped recording and everything. We would have lost all of it.
Oh my God, I can't take no drink with none of y'all talking. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Hey, I ain't gonna front. I see a white dude with a Punisher shirt on in any public space.
I have a question.
In a hoodie?
The only Punisher Deadpool, because I like have a whole fucking drawer full of Batman shirts.
Oh, no, Batman's cool.
Batman's cool. Batman's a vigilante. Like, I don't. Yeah, Batman's cool. We're all right.
I'm not like that typical white guy. I'm okay.
No, you are a typical white guy. I'm sorry to break that to you.
Well,
yeah.
Well, it's all right, Will.
Find somebody dead.
It's all right, Will. We know.
I'm thinking you said
Will. You got fucking green hair like Credible Heart right now, Will. We know. We know you got Ant-Man collection, Deadpool. Like
Ant-Man collection.
Actually,
all right.
Deadpool's probably the only one I do not have a collection of because I enjoy him, but he's not, not something to idolize, so to speak.
Okay. Now, I wasn't going to say nothing because y'all gave me shit last week.
What we give you shit for?
Motherfucker, can we get back on the topic?
Yo,
you sprinted off the topic. You started this.
Yo,
keep him on track.
You've been real bougie lately, man.
No, I did.
Man started this
You better keep it moving.
superhero conversation. Wait, who started this shit? This superhero.
It was you. You were talking about your son and how he was in a fight, and you said, "Now my son is cool though. He likes anime and superheroes," and I was like, "Is that cool?"
I was still on topic
Is it
talking about
though?
the fighting at the school. I was still on topic talking about the fight at the school, and then you brought up the whole shit, and then we went off the rails on that shit right
I had a 5-minute
here.
tangent.
Logic and laughs. You gotta love the energy, man.
Oh shit!
I got two visionaries.